Okay, before we begin this example, let's get an idea of what we need in order to solve it. So the first thing we're going to need to know the direction in which the pre-image is going to be turned. The second thing we're going to need to know is the degree, how many turns we're going to take. And after we get the direction and the degree, we can determine which rule we're going to use to apply to help us get the image. So now let's look at this problem. It says triangle ABC is labeled on the graph below. It says rotate the triangle about ABC 90 degrees counterclockwise. Label the triangle A prime, B prime, or C prime. So the first thing we had to look for was the direction. And they told us that the direction that we're going to use is counterclockwise. So right beside direction, we're going to jot down CCW. Alright, and then it told us that we had to rotate it 90 degrees. So we're going to put 90 here. Now we're going to treat 90 degrees as one turn. So we got to make one rotation for us to get a 90 degree turn. So now that we know that we're going counterclockwise at 90 degrees, we're going to go and look at our notes and we're going to pull the rule that applies to this. So the rule that applies to this problem here specifically is your 90 degree counterclockwise or your 270 degree clockwise rotation rule, which states is I'm going to take my original point, which is XY, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to flip the order. So I'll go from having X and Y to YX, and then I'm going to change the sign of the Y value. Okay, so that's the rule. Now, knowing that, let's look at our graph. So if I look at my graph, I need to get the order pairs of point A, B, and C. So if I get the order pair for point A is at 1, 4. Point B is at 5, 2. And point C is at 2, 0. Okay? Now, if we take these points and we do exactly what it says with the rule state that if I take that order pair and I flip the order of the number, so I started out with 1, 4, and I'm going to flip the order, that means it's going to become 4, 1. And then I change the sign of the Y value. The next one says the same thing. If I take the order pair that I have and then I flip the order, so I started with 5, 2, now I got 2, 5, and change the sign of the Y value, which is now in the front. The last one, I flip my order, so that becomes 0, 2, and then I change the sign, which 0 you cannot change the sign of. Now that we have our new order pairs for our A, B, and C, let's graph them. So the first order pair is -4, +1. That's going to be our A prime. Our B is now at -2, 5. That's going to be our B prime. And our last one is at 0, 2. That's going to be C prime. So now that we have our points graphed, we're connecting to make the triangle.